Paul, welcome to the stream, and we are back on Katawa Shoujo. Though I am on a new computer, and hopefully this one will perform way better than the other. Well, I already saw that OBS option window takes way less to open, so this looks definitely like an upgrade. So let's see. Apart from that, I also need to be sure to have everything set up right. So I'm gonna stream snipe myself directly just to check if I need to be careful or not. Let's see. Okay, I think it works. I need to keep an eye on it though. All the rest, like all the balancing, should work flawlessly. Okay. I'm never sure though. I think it's pretty fair. I'm not even sure if the explosion works still. We are gonna test that right away. Let's see. Explosion! Yes! We have the explosion! Okay. That's great. Even the command. The chat is a little messed up, but that's the only thing, right? Okay. All the rest works, hopefully. Except the command didn't start anything, but okay. We also don't have the stream avatars, but that's mostly it. Hopefully, it's enough. Like, we are playing 2 times a month, it's gonna take a while. I'm not sure though, because every time... I'm not even sure if I want to continue. I like the game, but... I don't know, I feel like I might enjoy other games more, but... It's not like I have a lot of games that I want to play right away, so... Maybe that could be one of those. After this, I will definitely play another visual novel, like Chaos Child or Ace Attorney Investigations. I would hope Ace Attorney Investigations more, but who knows. Yeah, because I have both of them. I have both of the games, though. I will see. Okay, what happened last time? Oh yeah, we are still in the problem between Shizune and Misha. Shizune... Yeah, there was a... They seem like they are not... They are scared of being able to make up with each other, or at least they don't even have a lot to make up about, well, except the cheating, but that's also the protagonist's fault as well. Okay, second check. Seems pretty fine. I wonder if I should change background. Should I put a waifu in the background? That would be kinda flexing though. Well, I don't think I would flex anything actually. Would be kinda a little over the top. Yeah, that's probably the best definition. Could be a reward, I don't know. Reward, put a waifu in the background of the stream. Not bad, actually. Oh, hello, Fado. Welcome to the stream. I see the waifu, right? There is a slight complication because I am on the new computer and Windows 11 doesn't support the random gallery. But I found a program that does exactly that, so we're fine. I still need to find a longer cable for my second screen, so we're gonna have some OBS pollution inside. Where is it? Here. Does it show? Okay, here. We have it. One. Wait, it's a little early. Okay. it messed up my... Oh, wait. Ah, yeah, should be higher the... Wait, right. I need to sync it with myself. No, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. The thing is, the screen is offset with me. The screen is early compared to my commentary, so that's the only thing. So, let's see. Random waifu roulette. Oh no! Well, yeah, I suppose I have to fully full screen this one for shame, right? I know I can't full screen. Oh, that's a shame. I can't full screen this one. That's Nino from Quintessential Quintuplets. I have the plushie right here. Well, I suppose the plushie is not as the same as the real one. Sure, since I... Oh, wait, it went in the next one. I suppose you want this one. I suppose... it's Destiny, right? It's Destiny. Oh, well. I think it's for the best. Hello, Zoro. Well. What do you mean? It was just a cute Nino picture. Well, cute was not definitely the definition for it. But... a waifu is a waifu. If I see a picture of a waifu, unless it's disgusting or something like that, I will download it, okay? As long as it's cute. Well, people could argue, but honestly, waifu is waifu. A trade moment, I see. Yeah, I need to find a better setup because, again, Windows 11 doesn't support the random slideshow. Okay. But we can return on the game. I need to do some tricks because with the new computer I can't have a second screen. For, like, technical reasons. I don't have a long cable enough. After class the next day, I instantly head towards the student council room to talk to Shizune. Even though she's in class, trying to cut her off and have a conversation with her near the doorway or out in the hall could be a little obstructive. Better to try and meet up with her at the student council room. I take my time heading there, getting a juice from the vending machine on the way. I also go over what I want to say to her in my head. It's nothing too important, only a few questions about upcoming events. The door is unlocked when I get there. I'd think the room was empty too, if I couldn't see Shizune bag perched on her desk, with the top of her head peeking from behind it. Looks like as she's built herself a little fort. Oh no, that's what we were doing on high school. The entire class during English lessons, which was language lessons, everyone had the backpack on their desk. So everyone was using their phone, doing whatever they wanted. I was playing Phoenix Wright. At least though there were a lot of teachers that didn't take that BS, so at least some of the lessons we paid attention. Well, that didn't help. I was in the most chaotic class. Though yeah, only during language class we used the technique of the shield of the backpack. Maybe some people in the later row of the class used it even during math lessons, probably. Well, also in history of the arts lessons, nobody paid attention. I didn't even know a thing for every test because I never pay attention. It's boring history of art, okay? Oh well. I even forgot I had history of arts in my high school. Shizune gives a wave from behind her bag, before picking it up with a finger and moving it out of the way. But after that, she immediately goes back to tapping her pen against the desk, and staring into a checklist as if it held the meaning of life itself in it. What do you need? I wanted to see if there was anything I could help with. Like all that over there. What are those? I point to the medium-sized stack of folders beside her, but she waves her hand dismissively. I can handle it myself. What about directions? And where's Misha? It's going okay. I told Misha I was going to handle everything myself. Why? Shizune spins a pen in her hand slowly, working it between each of her fingers, like a needle through a patch of cloth. No reason? Are you sure, Shizune? Really? No reason. She signs again for emphasis, to shut down the notion that there's anything more behind it. But there is, since she's definitely not acting normally. What is with the silent treatment is the phrase that immediately springs to mind, even though it's hardly the time for humor. Oh no, now I get it! No! Well, that would be kinda mean. It does describe how I feel. We can't communicate normally, so I appreciate that the few ways we can. To be shut out like this hurts. Oh, and we are still Soldier, hello! Yes, the red message is working! Why is it off? Ah, no, wait, it's cropped out! It's cropped out! Ah, yeah, because the chat now is... Huh. I need to choose chat or message. I can choose both, actually, wait. Aha, here we are! Hello, Steel Soldier, how it's going? Let me guess, still working on Pixar. Were you working on the Doom style RPG Maker game I saw during Nova stream? Because that was kinda sick. Were you working on that? Were you working on that all this time and I didn't know? That was kinda cool. Very cool, actually. Where did I stop? Okay. It's obvious that whatever the reason, it's going to be pretty much impossible to talk to Shizune today. Beyond just being stubborn. She seems depressed, but with the way our conversation is going, I don't see myself being able to find out what she's depressed about. Somehow, that only makes me want to find out more. And that means I have to ask Misha. The problem is, I don't really know where Misha goes in her spare time. Didn't you meet Misha in, behind the school one day? After asking way more people than I should if they noticed a girl with bright pink hair around, and getting more negative answers than I expected, I finally find a couple who have seen her. Misha! By the time I reach the cafeteria, where Misha has apparently been this entire time, I've been around the whole school twice. And I'm very tired. I realized I passed by her before. I just didn't see her behind a pillar. Why are you better at finding me than I am at finding you? You were looking for me, Chan! Were you hiding behind the pillar? Yes, on the Moomer shooter. Ah, it's called like that. I was exploring a bit of scripting. I have a makeshift hub set up. A hub to, I suppose, test the basic, all the stuff. To write a teleport to a building map. Wait, you were programming all of that from scratch? Because if you see exploring a bit of scripting, sounds under... If you say a bit of scripting, feels like it's using a plugin, but... Then teleport back, the engine does not have this setup in like RPG Maker. You script like hand. Yeah, I get the the issue, because RPG Maker is not really working for some stuff. Though you can definitely you have a lot of walking space to like find compromises or tricks around, like resetting a map or something else. So even if RPG Maker is not made for specific sort of games, you can find the workarounds for some of this stuff. If Global Hub 1, play a teleport numbers, Global Hub 0. Yeah, but that's how I normally program, so I thought it was normal. Wait. When you go into a map, I set a variable so it teleports back to a specific location. Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm not a programmer. Ah. Well, I personally think that for a developer that develops alone or in a small team, it's pretty important to program, because in that way you can make changes or fix things without even looking for plugins and stuff that clashes with each other. But the important part is having wanting to make a game, and maybe people can find the will to try to program. At the end, programming is just eventing with extra steps, with text, let's say. Eventing in itself is a sort of programming, kinda. Well, just the if-else conditions, okay. Oh wait, no, yeah, it's not RPG Maker, it's FPS Editor, I forgot. Well, in that case, then changing game engine completely is another story, wow. I'm a little worried of trying another game engine, but for now I think RPG Maker is still perfect for me. I don't think I will change anytime soon. Because for the type of stories I want to do, or the type of games I want to do, for now I don't feel limited by RPG Maker at all. Of course, may change in the future, but for now I continue. Yeah, it's for Wolfenstein Doom. Okay, yeah. Interesting. There's a game engine for everything. And I should have expected that. Can you run Doom? I'm kidding. You were looking for me, Ichan? Who knows? I think it's just coincidence. You know, the whole point of coincidences is that they aren't consistent. Are you having a really late lunch? I didn't get to eat at lunchtime, so yeah. But not too much, so I can still have dinner. Big brain Misha. You eat 8 at lunch, so you can still eat dinner. Today I'm skipping dinner, I realize. Maybe I'll eat some cauliflower later. I love cauliflower. Did you want to talk to me about something, Ichan? I don't waste any time. Yeah, the reason I'm here... Did you notice Shizune being moody today? I wanted to ask you the same thing, Ichan. Well, except she's been this way for a couple of days now. I see. Ichan, do you think it's because of something I did? Do you think I got upset at Shichan last time? No, she seems angry at me anyway. I'm not lying. I really don't. Unfortunately, my attempts to assure her of that don't seem to be going so well. In her own way, Misha is pretty stubborn too. Eventually, I just head back to my dorm. The last few days have been nothing but a continuously frustrating experience, and they left me drained. I feel tired. That I decided to take a nap, hoping that maybe I'll figure things out in my sleep. And you slept all the evening off. Oh no, now what do I do? When I wake up I feel more refreshed, but still without clarity. The only thing that has changed is it's dark outside. From opening the window a little, I can tell the weather is still kind of nice. After dry swallowing my nighttime pills, I take a little walk to the vending machines. Wait, dry swallowing? Oh no. Taking pills without water, oh no. I'm always worried they get stuck in my throat, so I always take some water. They're out of everything I don't normally get, so I mash my hands against the buttons until something pops out. It's random! The lights are off in the main building, including the student council room. Just an offhand observation. As I'm thinking to myself, I hear a rustling behind me. I've seen this movie before, and that is a very ominous sound to hear, alone, at night. Oh no, it's even worse, it's Kenji! Luckily, it's just Kenji, and he wanders out of the bushes in an unusually cheery mood. Hey! What the hell, did you just creep out on people at night and casually go hey a lot? No, that would be weird. I knew it was you. I have good night vision. Maybe it's because I'm superhuman. What are you doing here? I could ask you the same thing. What are you doing here? I considered telling him the truth, but decided against it. Would take too long to explain. Howling at the moon? I do that too sometimes. The moon isn't out tonight, though. I barely even hear him, feeling a bit resentful at the interruption. I lied to Shizune through my teeth that nothing was wrong. Or to be more exact, I lied through my hands. And at the exact time, I was carrying on an entirely different conversation with Misha. That conversation, understandably, could upset Shizune, but there was no way that she could have heard it. Even Misha's hands, usually signing all of her thoughts, were completely still. Even if they weren't, I was standing in front of her, blocking them from Shizune's view. The only way that Shizune could listen in on the conversation would be if she could read lips. Pretty much the first thing I'd asked about when taking sign language was about lip reading. It's not easy nor perfect, so I'd never considered it until now. Would make sense, and the room for misunderstanding why reading lips wouldn't help. So I realized that I could use the cover of darkness to buy milk. Usually I only go out when it's raining, or I can shut myself in a sea of bikers or tourists. This is much more consistent. I'm spending too much money on milk now though. What do you do with milk? I like drinking milk as it was water. You seem kinda mopey, or out of it or something. Don't think too hard, a man has to be all about action. You can think about stuff all day, but changing the situation around by doing something is the best way. Words of wisdom from Kenji? Really? That's so new. Let me screenshot this. Oh, come on. I need to set up my OBS on the new computer. Doesn't matter, okay. I do things all the time without thinking about it. That's why middle school they called me causes many problems. I thought it was cool. Sounds like an Indian name. I'm not in the mood. Having a bad day? Yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of distracted right now. So distracted that it doesn't hit me until he leaves. That his was actually kind of sound advice. I think Shizune would have given me the same suggestion. But then it's too late to thank him politely. I already responded in the rudest tone possible. I just feel like an ass. Wait until Amy wrote. In retrospect, those past few days, I regretted every action I'd taken. The worst part is, I haven't taken the time to stew over them, and in doing so, learn from them. This only has led to more regrets. Let me take some water since It's a new day and you need to hydrate properly each single day, right? Here. Fresh water. I'm not drinking just milk as Kenji does. The next morning, as I'm getting dressed, I hear a knock on my door. Quickly putting on the rest of my clothes, I open it, without really stopping to think about who could be behind it. Shizune! Misha told me you were looking for me. I'm a bit hurt that I didn't even get a good morning, but it's not a big of a deal. I was? But you found me yesterday. Shizune fingers trace a crack in the wall. Seems like she's trying her best to look distant. Well, I didn't make it easy, did I? It's alright. That's why I'm here. We can talk today. Although I kind of want to go somewhere else. What about class? It's fine, it's fine. Yeah, good thing not doing the proper duties. Oh no, hello Fortuna Street with the wife Russian roulette. First though, I need to set up better the random because I changed computer and it's not supported anymore, the randomness, so I'm using another program. Let me try... Let's see. Let me try add a folder. Everything is here. Great. The settings is full screen. Okay, just need to set the full screen. Say waifu random, override. Okay, I think we have it. Susie streamer back. I'm lucky you didn't see the previous one. Because that was kinda sus. Hopefully this one is not as sus, but let's see. So let everyone forgive me because today I only have one screen. I need to find a longer cable now because I changed the computer. But let's go. Finger crossed. Oh, we got Lazitia. Kinda early for Christmas. We can have an extra one. What is this? Who is this? I don't know this character. I suppose I had other reasons to download it. Don't ask me which. I never get this sort of dress, honestly, because like, huh? Like, oh, how are you? Yeah, I don't want to know the answers. Let's just not ask any question. Waifu dies. No, the waifus should never die. The last one felt kinda like an assassin, right? She was dressed like an assassin, so who knows? I don't know you. Well, gladly. Otherwise you would know most of my secret stash for picture of waifus. And that would be dangerous. Hello, welcome back. We are still on the drama, same thing. I'm proceeding too slow in the game. But it doesn't matter. I like their every Sunday going here, relaxing and going on some Katawa. How about we take a walk around the school? Everywhere except the main building is going to be deserted. The first period bell should be ringing right now. I take a quick glance at my watch and see that she's right. Okay. Is there something wrong? Why do you think there's something wrong? Because you're obviously upset. I could just tell. It's what I wanted to talk to you about. Shizune quickly cracks her knuckles while I sign to her. Apparently I'm easier to read than I thought. I was trying hard to hide it. Can you tell what I'm thinking right now? Shizune, I'm a male, I can barely get signs from girls, okay? Let alone reading a girl mind. Are you crazy? What do you expect from me? I don't respond, and Shizune heads towards the door, slowly enough that I can tell she wants me to follow her. Her hands are folded behind her back, which is arched against them as though she's about to bend over backwards at any second. Outside, I see Shizune is right. The school is deserted. Although it's not my first time seeing the school like this, it's kind of eerie. Hey, is it the first time I see this part? Maybe What is it? The side from the... Maybe another entrance. Shizune acts almost as though I'm not here, browsing a vending machine and taking a slow and winding path until we end up behind the main building. Finally, she leans against a wall and faces me. But it's like I've forgotten how to start a conversation. There is a saying, you don't know how much you screwed up until you screwed up. I never heard this one. Who says that? I guess it's me. Reconsidering her trains of thought, she waves her hand in frustration. Okay, I'll put it differently. When I was younger, we had to make posters for Earth Day in school. There was another girl in my class whom everyone considered the best artist. It wasn't because she could draw better than everyone else. It was how much she could fit into a single picture. I wanted to be better than her. I made countless posters until I ended up with the best possible one. I had to be the best and have the greatest one. In the end, everyone liked my poster to the most of all, even the teacher. A week later, it was meaningless. I threw it in the trash. I think I told you something like this before. Yeah. When I feel like I'm finished, I wish I could just wipe the slate clean. Whether I succeed or not. I put Misha through a lot and even dragged you into it. And every point where I could have solved this situation or prevented it from happening in the first place keeps coming back to me. It's the worst feeling, especially when I feel like I've done nothing right and everything wrong. Like recently, it's the worst kind of failure. It's like a failure on every level. I wish I could wipe away everything I've done and just be alone, since all I've done is mess with Misha for 2 years and jerk you around for a year for selfish reasons. It's fine. No, it's not. You don't understand. I was thinking about it. Everything I do feels like I hate to beat someone else. No, I have to beat someone else. Damn, she's dead inside. Aren't we all? No, I'm kidding. In which way dead inside? I feel like... honestly, I can't really understand her, because to me it's... unthinkable of... forget or leaving everything aside and start anew every time you finish something. Because to me, what I did in the past is still with me. I still remember it. It still counts. So I can't imagine living like her, like living... well, she's living the moment in a way. She never thinks about the past, she always thinks about the present. Though I think it's not the right way to live. After all, what happened in the past is what makes yourself yourself. And in a way, prior experiences have the chance of impacting how you behave. They can shape you, the experiences. Especially at this age, also. If that's how it is, then what are my relationship with people? They almost feel the same. I can see where this is going. The point is, I messed up so many people by being selfish, and now I want to be away from other people for a while. Even me? A pause. Yes. Followed by an even longer pause, this time from me. I see. That's the most selfish thing you could do. It's just you making another decision by yourself. For a minute, looks like she's considering the best way to respond, but in the end, she simply nods, which I think is the best way to respond anyway. It's very like her to be roundabout even now, but ultimately without excuses. All my emotions simmer inside me. I see a kettle in front of me, water rolling inside it, so close I can't touch it. Okay, what? Fortuna said, what have you clipped? No, you found the previous picture! No! I hope you heard my explanation of why my excuse is right. I have no words. Gotcha. I feel no shame, okay? A wife is a wife. Let me download them. I'm glad for the distraction, because I know there's no recourse or bargaining possible. You told me that everything was fine, but it wasn't true, right? I can't believe it ever again, then. Alright? Not even bothering to sign, I stand up. My hands are in my pockets, fingering my loose change. The morning air is cold against my face. Oh no, don't tell me this is the bad ending. As I look back to her, she seems very lonely. I'm reminded of myself. I made that expression before. Maybe it's on my face right now. Feels like the image of such a lonely girl will stick in my mind forever. Every moment where I could have prevented this or solved the problem comes back to me. Makes me smile in a way without amusement. Is the game telling me, oh, maybe you should have chosen something different? No, game. No! Wait, there are even bad endings? I thought there were only normal endings and good endings, not even bad Wow. Bad endings. Oh no. Oh no. Is that million in the bag? You cheat on your wife, you ruin her life. We need to make up here. We have the chance to make up on everything and save both of them. Cheating, okay, cheating what? His out did the thing. I didn't do the thing. Okay. Or is that a bad ending? We get Misha. No, Misha realizes she's cutting off every people from her life, and there was not really a sign of her change. She also wanted to detach from ourselves a little and maybe longer later. So definitely not a good ending. That's why I was wondering why that ending felt more depressing than the others. Because it's a bad ending. That means every character has a bad ending? I hope I won't spoil anything by checking achievements. Let me see. Hmm. Good ending. There's hit. Yeah, Hanako bad ending. Hanako bad ending. Rin bad ending. Amy bad ending. Oh no. I don't think I will play them. Like, why should, when I reach every good ending, want to replay the game to play the bad ending? No, I will just play the good endings, thanks. I'm a little curious, but no, I'm not playing all of them. She didn't seem good at one time. Honestly, I don't get what happened here, but... Let's backtrack all the time. What was the context here? I forgot. Misha was down, but I don't remember why. Wait, let me take the previous one. I don't remember what happened here. Let's see, there is a point where... Maybe... Here it happens that Misha reveals that... she's sad because she can't leave being near Shizune without being able to stay with her. Yeah, the press goes, Hisao and Shizune were getting closer. Was it? Okay, wait. That's right, thanks. So this time we refuse. We don't comfort Misha. She's dead. Before I can answer, she pushes her whole weight against me. Which is... I'm not making any joke, I'm sorry. And it unbalances me enough to send us both onto the bed. If I don't answer quickly, then the situation will only become more precarious. Wait, don't tell me nothing changes, I don't believe it. I know I should have never let things get as tangled as they already are. So, even though it's not the most tactful way to refuse her, I push her off me. Misha falls backwards onto the sheets. So softly that seems like she barely fell at all. Eyes closed, she stays like that for a while, before getting up with a hollow laugh. You're right, Ichan, I'm sorry. I'm not sure how I feel. Regretful, slightly, even though I've grown to hate regret. Sad, for a multitude of reasons. I'm also a little angry, both at her and myself. In a way, it even seems like I'm not really feeling at all. Don't be. No, Ichan, it's okay, I'm really... But... asking was enough for me, I think. I may appear that you said no. Isn't that right? Well, that's good. Oh no, Russian rat. Okay, let's go. Finger crossed, let's go. Okay, I think we saw this. No, we didn't see this one, but let's go in the next one. Oh wait, it's SQ from Gnosia. Headbutt the waifu. Oh no, is this allowed on Twitch? Headbutt the Gnosia. I don't think she's a Gnosia. Yeah, I remember now. Before playing Gnosia, the waifu was her, SQ. Though now I'm not really interested in her anymore, but at the time I downloaded every picture of SQ I found it. And yeah, since there weren't a lot, I downloaded even this one. After that I fell for Gina, of course. And SQ was left behind. It was the same, it happened the same, right, with another game. Which was it? Well, there are some games where I start because of a waifu, but then change opinion right away. Maybe it happened 1 or 2 times, I don't remember. Don't cry, SQ, let me headbutt you. In private, with consent. Well, I'm taking the risk. I'm sorry if I get banned tomorrow. Thanks, Ichan. Don't headbutt me, baka! She pulls herself up and leans against the wall. I'm only 77 years old. Wait, she was actually around, I think, around 24, because... no. She was not a human though, but... that was a chibi, so that's why... it wasn't clear. But that's right, she's not a human. The character was not a human, so... but I'm pretty sure she was young. Like 22. I don't know. My head hurts so much I don't even bother opening my eyes. I lie on my bed, listening to the rustle of my hair brushing against the sheets and the grass waving in the wind outside. I guess I should say more to reassure her, but I wonder if that would really help. Maybe it would be better to say nothing. I just don't know. Although I think, in this situation, there's no one right thing I can do. Good night, Ichan. With that, she leaves, the door clicking shut behind her like a guilty whisper. Maybe it's because I'm eager to put today behind me, but after Misha is gone, I find it much easier to fall asleep. Yeah, because she's loud. I do so almost instantly. Okay, oof! This time we did not cheat. Great, let's see. The following morning... wait, there should be like an animation saying timeline changed. There is a game with that. Yeah, there is. Was it Zero Escape? I don't remember. Zero Escape has make a decision, like in the third instance of... in the third game of the series. I don't remember if it did something like timeline changed. I think it was another game which I don't remember. I wake up thinking that most of my time is going to be spent trying to avoid Shizune and Misha. What happened last evening still makes me feel uneasy. I thought that sleeping on it would help alleviate the feeling. I feel like an idiot for believing it would be that easy. I think about whether or not Misha might feel the same way. If so, she probably won't show up to school today. I consider doing the same, but would be pretty suspicious. Wait, is it similar? Okay, the dialogue up until now was similar. But maybe not really? I had grown so used to seeing Shizune and Misha together that I didn't realize until yesterday how much that hasn't been the case lately. It's a shame. The empty seats near her, next to her, remind me that they are a pair. So yesterday is something I take to my grave. If I feel this way about it, I wonder how Misha must feel. Just as regretful. When she came to me, she was more depressed than sexy to start with. That's the first time I hear this sentence. She was more depressed than sexy. How can you even compare the two things? I suppose maybe Isao saw her very depressed that he didn't even think about how sexy she was. I don't know. I can only imagine how much worse could be now. Thinking about it like that, I want to see it again. But only half-heartedly. The other half of me is still terrified, even though I hate to use that word. Makes me feel ashamed, but I'm sure it's the only way to describe myself right now. I spend the next couple periods in the library, not in the mood to sit in classes for the rest of the day, but unwilling to walk back to the dorms. Shizune! While I'm lazily flipping to the pages of an uninteresting historical fiction novel, Shizune drops herself into the chair. I think it's pointless to come to school and then skip every class. Sorry. At least tell everyone that you're sick. I'm not feeling it today. Yesterday I was fine though, tomorrow I'll be fine. Taking a sick day in the middle of the week is too suspicious. That 24-hour flu thing or whatever won't fly. It's not sus. It is? I turn back to my book, but Shizune gently pulls it down, in contrast with her expression, which is between concern and anger. Is something wrong? What? Is something bothering you? Because you're acting a little sus today, in a different way. Just tell me, or I'll be mad. I'm not good at reading people. What a ridiculous thing to say, after picking up my mood so easily. She's only half kidding, but there is some truth in it. She can't hear tone. It's as if you could only ever have conversations with someone through text messages. That has to mess with you in some way. Well, you can add emojis to text. It's probably why she stares so intently at people, to gauge their reaction. Or maybe that's why she pushes people so hard. I thought about it before, but it's too hard to say for sure what Shizune's exact motivations are for anything. I wonder how much of that was a joke. Sometimes it's easy to tell. This time, not. I can't tell her anyway. It's sign language. There is enough time to collect myself and lie effectively. Nothing. I've been thinking a lot about the student council future lately. I believe Misha is doing the same in her own way. Yeah, by trying to get laid with me, sure. Her own way. So am I, but she isn't here today. I wish you would have let me know something. I might need her help later today. Yours too, unless you're busy. I'm not. Thank you. I feel like I'm losing a lot of people close to me lately. I can't think of a good way to respond to that. Something reassuring and confident. Telling her not to worry. I'm here for you. I'm not one of those people. Then, Vuiz. It seems so forced. I manage a wave of my hand that seems extremely callous as soon as I do it. You shouldn't feel that way. I may be a little sick, not enough to go through the trouble of making it official. It's easier for me this way. It's the wrong way. I heard the hard way and the right way are usually the same thing, so it's not a big stretch to say that the opposite is true. Fine, if you say you're alright, that's good enough for me. Wait. You asked me, so I'm turning around. Is everything fine with you? Is out throwing the Uno reverse card. Yes. She signs it without a moment's hesitation. After that, she waits to see if I'm going to follow up on it. And she evaporates. I love how it disappears. I don't, and she leaves. I feel like an idiot for not going further, even though I think it's better I didn't. I've been in the library for quite a while and decide to go up on the roof for a change of pace. Wait, that's where you meet Misha? Yes, that's where Misha says everything. That she's depressed, she declared on Shizune, she loves Shizune, and she can't stand it anymore, right? Without even thinking about it, I grab her hand. My reflexes are terrible, and I manage to only grasp a few of her fingers, but it's important. Sorry, you said something pretty weird right now. Huh? Wait, she said... yeah, that she wants to die. I guess I did, Ichan. Do you want to know what I think? Shizune is the type of person who won't let anyone close to her except on her terms. It's frustrating, sometimes infuriating. That would have bothered me when I was in the hospital and anyone who shut me out was dead to me. I'd forgotten all about it until recently. I got a letter, it was all about that. I was mad, I thought, how can you accuse me of closing myself off from everyone and giving up? Isn't that what everyone else did to me? What else I'm supposed to do? What I can do? Yeah, even now I know that's how it happened. She was right. I did close myself off. I made up my mind that I'm not going to let that be the case ever again. The hospital... Is that what the pills are for? Just listen, please. Shizune is the opposite of how I was. She has always wanted to draw people closer to her. That's the only reason Shizune was interested in me in the first place. I think. And I think I was determined to not let that happen, in a way. Misha casts flare magic. No, wait. Misha casts her eyes downwards. I never realized how hard that can be. And now I feel like I'm going to return the favor, even if it takes twice as long. I learned a second language just to get this far. It wasn't as hard as I thought, but it was hard. Sometimes I feel like it was clawing my way up a mountain, with how my hand hurts. And you did the same thing. It was for the same reason, right? That's really amazing. Which is why it makes me sad, and a little angry. That you would say a stupid thing like that. That's just what I believe anyway. Her shoulders slump, and Misha almost slides to the floor, like she's drained of all energy. You're too dramatic, Ichan. She says while looking away, turning her head almost as if she wants to look out at the school grounds. Shizune enters the room. Okay, it is the same. We should go to student council and figure out from here. Sounds like a trick to get us to do work instead. Very funny. Michelle laughs. I was thinking that you both actually could help me with something. What else is there? We can't go out to eat. We already ordered in yesterday. That was already breaking policy. 2 days in a row would be unforgivable. But that was ordering in, Shi-chan. Going out to eat is different. Yeah, totally different. You're both kidding yourself. Yeah, I kind of feel like Shizune, like Misha. Oh yeah. Now I ordered pizza at home. Let's go eat in a pizzeria tomorrow. We are changing up. We are switching up what we eat, right? Before I can reply, Shizune grabs my hand, limiting my ability to do so. My options cut down so drastically I have no choice but settle for making a face at her instead. She makes one back, before extending her hand to Misha as well. Misha is reluctant to take it. I walk forward as far as holding onto Shizune at the same time. And take her hand myself. Ha! She only had a second to smile before Shizune starts pulling us impatiently towards the door, binding us together like a human chain. Parachain mentioned! Oh, it's the picture! Wait, who is in the background? Wait, who is in the background? What is that? Is that... I don't know who it is. Although it's dangerous, none of us seems to think of letting go any step of the way through the school. Out to the doors and across the grounds. Misha is way different in this drawing here. This feels familiar, as if we walked like this before. The three of us, hand in hand. Of course, the mood was a lot happier then. I can see the lingering sadness on their faces. It makes me wonder if anything has really changed. If this is all just a distraction or not. But I think it's just me slipping back into being cynical because of the moment. It's a start. End of chapter, right? Okay. For a moment I thought it was the normal ending or whatever. Is this another chapter? I forgot the other one. I don't think I ever saw small Shizune, so I don't know. Why not check? Sure. No way, I cannot skip through this. It will show everything. Never mind. I think it's the same because we have a save file in the exact position. Yeah, we already saw this scene. So it's definitely the same chapter. Though something will change. I don't know how much. Seems like the same for now. Oh no, I forgot about him coming here. Okay. It's the same, most of it. I wonder if we are in the normal ending now. I see less of Misha in the following days. But I don't worry, because when I do see her, she looks a bit more like her old self each time. Okay, so Misha is improving this time. Once it's clear enough that I don't have to be afraid of being my wishful thinking coloring my perception, I start to relax again. I wake up very early and feeling sick on Sunday. I went to sleep too early last night. Something is also wrong with my curtains. They won't close completely. Because of that, I can't even attempt to go back to sleep. The sun hits me in the eyes every time. I'm sure it's probably why I woke up so early in the morning as well. Why no one let me sleep? On Sunday! Being this sick and tired is a perfect storm of frustration. I'm almost glad when there's a knock on the door. Never mind. It's a familiar person holding an almost completely eaten apple in his hand. Taking one last bite, he attempts to shoot it in my trash can and misses completely, and smashes apart on the wall 2 meters too high. To be fair, most of the pieces afterwards do manage to fall in the trash can, but I'm pretty sure no one is so brazen that they would be aiming to do something like this on purpose. Perfect shot! Sup, roomie? I'm not your roomie, we don't live in the same room. It doesn't matter. It does, you should know the difference between living in the same building or the same room. I need to use your room. For what? I messed up, I should have said absolutely not. The student council keeps delivering my mail, even though I asked them to put it in my locker or something. They keep putting it under my door, delivering my mail without me noticing it. Today, I'm lying to wait to catch them in the act, like a detective or a safari hunter. I need to chill in your room for today, and look to the little people or I won't be able to catch them in the act. And maybe tomorrow too. It will be awesome! We get pizza on both days. Or should we get pizza on just one day and something else on the other? But what, and which day is the pizza day? Why not every day? Not today, or never. You know, I'm in the student council. Why didn't you ask me about it? If you had, I would have been able to find out very easily and wouldn't have to have Kenji in my room. It's win-win. Except I guess this way he might be able to get a pizza out of me. I start thinking that maybe that was Kenji's intention. No, I doubt it. There's no way he could plan something that elaborate. You know? When they deliver mail? No. They just hand me my mail when I go to student council. Usually. The point is, I could find out by asking them. Then I'd know and I could tell you. That's how people find things out. By asking! Not caveman. Oh yeah, no response to that, right? Checkmate! Wait, what do you mean, Kenji? Use your own people. What if they see me? They can't, that's how peepholes work. It's a one-way glass. For real? Well, no way. They'll be expecting me to be in my room anyway. They sense my presence and know I'm here. They would never expect me to actually be in the room across the hall. I'm going to the student council room and get your mail for you right now. Then I guess I can't leave you here. Can't let you leave. That's dumb. What if I have to use the toilet? Your games won't work on me. I sit at my own desk and start doing my homework for the weekend. You know, you're going to have to leave eventually. You can't stay here forever or keep me here forever. I mean, this is my room to start with. Yeah, I don't think I can. What's the time the maid usually comes? Now. Why are women so slow? Is that an actual question or... Why do you care so much about the mail anyway? Are you expecting something? I'm always expecting something. Not today though. Do you want to send something? Do you even send mail? No, that's how they get you. I haven't used the mail since I was 8. Sent a letter to Lego asking them to make Dragon Ball Legos. They said they couldn't get the rights and gave me some coupons. Totally worth it, but after that I made sure to stay off the radar. Wait, is there a Dragon Ball Lego? Well, there are some characters, but I don't think they're official. What is the screen? Like, there are some here, but... There's not a Lego set. They're more like a... custom, maybe? Well, I was just curious. Pepper. Okay, we're back. You don't use mail, do you? I wrote to my parents last week. But that's how they get you. Yeah, I should have known. Maybe that's why they put a microchip in me the next day. So the rumors were true. I'd like to know what rumor Millie got that from. I was kidding, it was a joke. Joke? Damn, you have a joke on me? I guess this is how it feels, to have jokes cracked on. I never thought it would happen to me. That's a serious issue. Man, I think you're not appreciating the depths of my dilemma. It's a work in many acts. Complicated acts, with many players. It's really hard, okay? After I'm done, I'm gonna eat a whole fish to celebrate. Ah shit, I wanted a pizza though. I still want pizza. Can I get fish on the pizza? Do they do that now? Okay guys, might be a controversial opinion, but I would prefer eating 10 pineapple pizza than a pizza with fish. And I never even ate pineapple pizza. I don't care, I just don't want the fish on my pizza, okay? Well, depends on the fish. I suppose tuna can work. I think no, tuna has a good place on the pizza, but I'm more like no what you mean with fish. That's right, on pizza you put salami, not fish. Oh yeah. I actually a big fan. I think salami works pretty well. I'm not really the biggest fan of meat, more like how it's called, where the slices of meat, because they take too much to munch on. So I prefer, if I have to have some meat on it, it's usually salami or tuna, I suppose. Come on, there are good pizzas with fish, like shrimp and salmon pizza. Well, shrimp and salmon maybe can work. Well, when I talk about fish, I usually talk about everything but tuna, salmon, and shrimp. It's really classy. I never tried this pizza with salmon though. Or shrimp if that's the case, huh? I should try though maybe, but not other fishes, okay? Wait, now I see, there's the emoticon of pizza with pineapple. It's global, huh? Twitch is a weird place. Time to ban someone. Can we ban the emoticon of the pizza with the pineapple? Pizza with anchovy. Wait, what was anchovy? Ah, no. I would not eat pizza with that. That's what I was saying. Tuna, shrimp, salmon can work, but I would not eat any other sort of fish on top of it. Again, I would order a pineapple pizza instead at that point. Usually I try to experiment with different flavors of pizza, but there are some ones that I definitely stay away from. And that is some kinds of fishes. You're going to be paying for the pizza. You still haven't paid me back. I'm not hungry right now anyway. Not in the mood for pizza? That's just not possible, son. Wait, no, I need to take a screenshot of this. Never mind. How do you take... I need to set up the screenshots. Where is it? I don't remember. Wait. I am? Okay. Options, output, record. I'm just screenshotting it myself. Okay. I have it. It's got to be pizza anyway. I'm in the pizza stage of my life. Before I was in the ice cream stage, but my girlfriend kept eating all the strawberry out of my Napolitan. It will probably happen to you too. I forgot Kenji had a girlfriend. It's hard to tell if he's serious half of the time. I can only see his expression when he's not nose deep in my door. I doubt that. Hey, could you... You know that I do have a girlfriend, right? Not Iwanako either. The student council president, actually. Oh no! Oh no, Isao, you don't know what you don't know what you've done. He's gonna go so mad right now. Odd news. Oh wait, he knew and is not mad? What? Seriously? We are fucked. I have my sources. I'm surprised he's keeping calm. Anyway, it dawned on me I'd gotten fat from all that ice cream. It was a rude awakening, like sleeping on a beach and getting hit by a wave that destroys your sand castle. I started running, had to lose some pounds. Maybe I was really running away from myself. Sus alert. Did someone call the emergency meeting? Oh no! That sort of sus, I see. Okay, let's go. Where is it? Here. Okay, random, let's go. Be something decent, please. Okay, it's Futaba, we can skip in the next one. It's Christmas Monica! Here she is. How is it? Santa Monica? Moniclaus! Moniclaus! Sounds pretty good. Santa Moniclaus. Yes, lovely. Lovely. I don't think Santa Claus has the midriff exposed, but okay. Maybe not Santa Claus, more like an elf. No, she's having the bag, so she's definitely Santa Claus. I may want to install a chimney in my house. For no particular reason. I wonder what's in the bag. Oh no, wait, I get what's in the bag. I will be in the bag. Oh no. Or, oh yes, it depends. Of course, it depends. So the bag is just for kidnapping, not for the toys and gifts. I see. Thanks, Monica. See ya. I see you on the naughty list. I wonder if Monica would say something like that. Very nice, Waldorf. I'm always nice. That's why I say, ciao, nice people, because I'm nice. I'm sharing my niceness to the world. Did someone believe me? I tried. Okay, I tried. Kidnapping, yes, but then the kid woke up. What do you mean? That it was a dream? Ah, no, the kid. Oh no, you're implying she's kidnapping children. No. I am the one who wants to be kidnapped by Monica, okay? Well, would be better if she asked. She doesn't need to kidnap me, actually. She can just ask. The kid. Ah, kid. Okay, it's a joke. Kidnapping, I see. I don't have a follow-up joke for that. What was the... Okay. The story of his food taste. I started running, had to lose the pounds. Maybe I was really running away from myself. Kenji scared right away. Oh no. A sudden and continuous knocking causes him to leap backwards far enough to hit the wall all the way behind him. I take the opportunity to walk over and open the door. It's probably Shizune. Good morning, what's up? I hear you saw the doorway, they can't enter uninvited. I think you're mixing up a bunch of things. I'm not going to put salt on my doorway. But you're considering it. Good. Good morning, are you here to deliver the mail? Nothing. Shizune waves a couple envelopes between our faces. I take them from her, freeing up her hands for conversation. How did you know? How did you know? You were hiding behind your back, in a very obvious way. Hiding what? The mail. Wait, why are you talking, Isao? Maybe he's used to it, like he's doing sign language while talking. So maybe Isao can understand. It's okay, I wasn't trying very hard to hide it in the first place. That's not like you. You're the type of person who would go anything worth trying is worth trying hard. Girl taking initiative? What about me? I've been using that phrase for years. Where's my parade, dog? I spit literally gold and you women just steal it and wear it like a 2-for-1 sundress. You're like the Picard to my Kirk. Or you could even be a Janeway. Not all the time. Are you making fun of me? Finally noticing Kenji, she gives him a wave. Hey Kenji, the student council president says hi. Hi. Introduce me. I have no idea what he's saying, but it looked confident. Oh yes, no one is better at saying that kind of stuff confidently. I did. This is Kenji, he's the guy across the hall. His room is right behind you. Anyway, do you have his mail too? I'm only delivering your mail because it was here. I have early access. It's all about location. Consider it a perk for being a student council. That doesn't sound very fair. She takes a lot of liberties with her position. At least they are small ones. This is the first time I've really been able to see your room. It's a lie. Or she'd have signed it much faster. I'm sure Shizune remembers it's not the first time. Why does he get to see your room and I can't? Is it a guy thing? It's not a secret club being a guy. It should be! With rings! Onion rings. Rings with big emblems and gold. Are you sure? Are you really sure? I always thought that there was a secret brotherhood of men. No, that's what Kenji thinks of women. Why is she ignoring me? Let me tell her about the guy club. Also, what's up with the hand signals? Is she trying to ask me or something? Stay out of this. I have to translate anything you say to her. I'm not sure if I could even handle it. And she'll probably misunderstand it. Then you'll probably misunderstand the reply and I'll have to translate your rebuttal. Good way to skip some dialogue. Rebuttal? Why would I rebut? I like my butt! I don't think that's what I mean. What he's saying? You don't want to know, Shizune. He says he has no rebuttal. Rebuttal to what? I haven't even begun to challenge him yet. I don't like the way she put that. It appears that she wants to. About what? It doesn't matter, since it wouldn't end well. Don't pick fights when there are none. I never met your friends. Why I can't? Looks like he's being passionate. I suppose with the way he's flailing around, it would be stupid to expect Shizune to think otherwise. Anyway, better change the subject. Not that it would be likely to work on her, but I'm sure she has to have come here for a reason. Other than just to drop my mail off. If it was something that tiny, she wouldn't have even bothered knocking. You didn't come here just to give my mail or chat up my friends, right? Shizune snaps her fingers in mock frustration. It's a cringe-inducingly loud as ever. You're right. Let's go somewhere again. Do you have somewhere in mind already? Right again, let's go to the usual place. She whips out a bag of neatly wrapped containers from just outside the doorframe. I guess they're filled with food. This time doesn't look store-bought. Is that for me? No, is that for me? This was the real surprise, see? I have to have something over everyone at the very end. I agree. The way people normally do when someone makes a statement in front of them that tells more than they meant to tell. Well, fine, if you're both going to ignore me, I'm out of here. So cruel. You'll regret this. Well, who cares? Oh, they're hanging out. No longer afterwards, we find ourselves on the school roof. It's normally deserted at this time, on a nice day like this. On the weekend? No, of course not. I can only think it's because of Shizune. Not that clearing out our roof would require anything more than posting a sign on the door. The empty plastic container Shizune packed our meal in lay next to me. It was another quiet meal, since holding chopsticks prevents us from saying much to each other. While it's not blowing hard enough to be a problem, the wind is a little strong today. It blows the plastic bag loose from under the empty containers. It whips around for a bit before rolling over my legs and getting caught on the tip of Shizune's shoe. Immediately she grabs it and starts signing, not looking happy that I'm laughing at her, even though she's trying not to let out a laugh herself. With the bag in the way, however, she has to sit on it to continue. Very funny. How was it? The food tasted familiar. That means it was bad. No, I remember eating this meal before when you made it. Not really the same. The fried shrimp was new. It's the only thing I know how to make. I should have improved. How many times have you made it? This is the second time. Making this meal? Cooking. Well, it's surprisingly decent for being the second time, right? Next time it's your turn to try it. The way she keeps tugging on the corner of the bag is bothering me. I think I know why she's doing it. Is it really bugging you that much? I want to pack them up properly. Okay, I'll get them. As I'm picking them up, I realize she must have brought a lot of food to be able to fill all those containers. I didn't even eat much. We should have asked for Shizune for help. Shizune must have asked Misha. Shizune must have some metabolism in order to packle that away. She's competitive even in digesting. Even though I've been up for a second, it's long enough to stupidly trip over my own feet. Barely managing to break my fall, I end up landing on my elbows and knees right next to Shizune's lap. Ooh, random death! As I pull myself back up, hand gingerly held on my chest, all I can think about is how my knees hurt, and how this fall could have killed me. I feel nauseous. Shizune gives a helpful push on my shoulder, to help me upright, though I notice her eyeing me oddly. Unfortunately, even a light shove is enough to take me by surprise. Are you okay? I nod, but we don't return to sitting beside each other. Being alone with Shizune is going to involve a lot of silence, but I only start to notice it now. The typical sign of awkwardness. Again, she's the one to break the ice. I was expecting you to do something dirty. Like. And now the mood is back to awkward. How is Misha? Misha seems happier now. I thought this would be a good way to celebrate. And thank you for helping her. I literally just refused her. You think too much like a businesswoman. I can't help it. That's how I've been taught to do things. It makes me happy that you're asking about Misha. Would be more accurate to say back to her real self. She would only be back to her old self to you. Huh? The Misha you know is completely different from the one I think of when I think of the first time we met. Even though I think she looks better cheerful and smiling, that's not how she typically is. I wonder if it's true for you. I don't answer. Misha is happy. It doesn't matter if it worked out in the end. Your plan worked. You knew her just as well as you said. You knew everything she would say. If your idea was that I speak for you, though, doesn't just make me your puppet? I didn't do anything then. It was your idea first. I was wrong. I have a way of seeing things that is very flawed. Now that I thought about it, I'm sure you know. Sometimes I treat everything like a competition between myself and everyone else. Even when it doesn't make sense to. Only sometimes. I know very well how easy it is to ignore someone if they can only communicate with you through sign. Well, you can't ignore them on social medias, maybe. Unless you block them. Waldorf to make a sus. I think you already said that a bunch of times. Should I keep count? What did I even do this time also? I should have asked for help, but I was so sure I could do it on my own. It was a brave thing you did, even if you didn't take credit. You become admirable lately. It's strange having her compliment me while her facial expression hasn't changed. Never said it's in sign language. Well, you expressed... It's not... like... all the text you're writing, it's not said. Doesn't change if it's in parentheses, you know. But... people don't change so easily, according to you, right? She winks, enjoying herself very much. Does Misha tell you everything? Almost. I guess you're going to tell me that I'm wrong about that, right? Yes and no. I'm the one who told Misha that before anyone else, but she took it too far and changed the meaning. It's not easy, but she acts like that makes it impossible. It's possible if you go little by little. I'm considering trying to be less competitive. Really? I thought you enjoyed that though. Beware of the girl who speaks with hands. I wonder what it means, Fado. Maybe just a little. That's why I specified used Less. I specifically used less. She leans against the fence. I have things I want to say to her, but doesn't seem like the right time for it. It's a feeling I have. I can tell she isn't done just yet. A lot of people think I try too hard. Well, I always thought that I try to try just enough. The sound of the fence makes as she pushes against it, and the delicate clink of her sleeve scraping against the links are oddly soothing. So, is the breeze gently picking up behind me? I can hear people below us. She tried so hard and got so far. Oh, hello Techno Wheel, welcome. We're playing some Katawa Shoujo. We are shoujoing a little. We just got the bad ending of Shizune. Honestly, I don't know if I will continue streaming after getting the ending, because we don't even know if we are gonna get the true or normal ending here. I think I might stop for a normal ending unless people really want it. Because we are stuck on this game for a long time. How much is it? I would say 8 months, something like that. This game is next to my list. Well, this game is pretty cute, honestly. The characters are pretty good, the writing flows pretty well. Maybe for the streamings is a little too slow, I feel like. Even if I enjoy it, it gives the chance to reflect a little on things or to leave some space for discussion. That's the playability. Yeah, it literally has, how many? 5 characters, 3 endings each. So 15 endings. That's a lot. Shizune eyes dart below as well. I wonder if she still thinks about what she might be missing out on. The tension-grabbing way she tends to snap her fingers proves she has an understanding of how other people perceive sound. She evaporates. Must be odd, being able to understand that much but unable to experience it. She starts walking slowly around the perimeter to the roof, still scraping her buttons against the fence. It isn't rhythmic at all, though not for a lack of trying. I sort of zone out while she does, and I'm readily snapped out of it when she circles around completely and taps me on the shoulder. Do you remember what we were talking about? I forgot. Well, now, of course, it just happened. It's been almost 10 minutes. When I saw you, you seemed like you were very attached to the idea of feeling sorry for yourself. That stinks. Sorry. Made me want to cheer you up at first sight. I was scared it would be for nothing. I couldn't help thinking it would be hard to change your mind. But you did. I thought it was very surprising. And so, you might be kind of easily influenced. Still, I was surprised. It made me reconsider a lot of things. Like, maybe everything was worth it in the end. Everything? Be more specific. That's why I like you. I see. It's nice to finally know. That's it! I see! You should have answered! Yeah, I love you too, that's why we're a couple now. Like, is it a Star Wars reference? I don't get it, like, I love you, I know, I see. Well, I wanted to stop there, but since we are in the middle of the action, we continue. We can do for this scene. And remember, you have to take this job seriously. Too many people think you can just slack off, and that's not important. That's a dangerous way of thinking. Definitely, you can't take it too seriously. If you aren't always thinking big, positive, and if you show any weakness, people will start to think you're incompetent, you know? As soon as you won't be able to do anything because your power is going to be delegated off to other piece by piece. And you'll be left with nothing. That's what happened last time. So, remember, it may seem like an easy job, but a lot of carnage can happen in this room. And out of it. Dealing with school stuff too. Even trying to get a budget report from a class rep can be a fight to the death. Sometimes. Yeah, it's killed or be killed. In this world, in this school, it's kill or be killed. There are no friends in the pit, and you take no prisoners. Are you sure about it? Is this right? Wait, are they reading the pamphlet Shizune made? She doesn't seem excited enough. I have to make sure it's getting through properly. One more, with feeling. They cannot! They scared the new recruits! Also, new character. Well, very secondary characters, they have a single sprite for both of them. Still new characters, let's see. The one on the right seems more composed, right? A little more elegant. Though the one on the right seems a little more emotional. And maybe she seems the girl in class that gets overexcited on a bunch of things with friends. I don't know. Girl be literally here. If I have to choose, the one on the left seems a little more plain than the one on the right, but she seems to have a more outgoing personality. At least that's the idea. Honestly, I don't know. I need to see the characterization. I take the one on the right, thanks. Well, then we are good. Shizune twists her hand like a maestro for emphasis, visibly intimidating the two girls standing at attention in front of us. To think this all started because one of them asked if she wasn't taking her job too seriously. Do you understand? Do you understand? Pretend I'm shouting it. Pretend I'm well, kind of you is how. Okay, the student council is so weird. Yes, sir. Okay. So Aoi is the one on the left and Keiko in the right, I suppose. Sir, who are you guys talking to anyway? It's not weird. You have to think of it as a job. If you want, think of it like they were paying you with the right to use this great office. You want another lecture? No. You can go now. No, poor girls. Shizune. Pretend I'm shouting it. Aoi and Keito fly out of the window. Anyone would escape at this point. Just like that, the hour-long student council orientation is over. Personally, I thought it was about 50 minutes too long. And also found it funny that it incorporated a tour of a school that we have all been going to for a while. I guess it didn't hurt. I expect Shizune to fall back into her chair, since she has been on edge all day. But she doesn't. They still have a long way to go. Right now they are a joke. Huh? What? They think they can be the new student council? They're so unfocused. You can really see the lack of experience. This was our best year yet. I don't think they have what it takes to be our follow-up act. And I know there are more of them than those two girls. Where are they? They're like the heavily marketed but mediocre, big-budget, critically planned sequel to the acclaimed low-budget sleeper hit. That's a long sentence you have here, Shizune. Eventually, she stops and sits down. Are you going to miss it? Obviously. I'd be happier if I didn't have to leave too. I like being the student council even if it can be tiring. Yeah, it's definitely tiring. Only because Shichan is always trying to do more than she has to. That's right. If they're not even paying you for doing this, I don't get why you should do your best if you are not interested in it. Well, if they are joining the student council, I suppose they have some interest, but Shizune kinda goes over the line. You're forgetting that if I did the bare minimum, we wouldn't do anything all year except hand out flyers, collect surveys, and plan the next student council election. So the next student council could sit around for another year of doing nothing. Asking me to let it happen? Don't be ridiculous. In a student council like that, there wouldn't even be any power to play around with. Maybe a student council shouldn't have that much power, like anime, every anime ever. I'm just happy that even though I clearly need to ride them harder, you need to do what with them? Sorry, those two aren't bad. Not there yet, but the new student council should be in good hands. How can you tell? After the festival, they asked me if we could also organize a Halloween event, like a haunted house or something along those lines. They also had other ideas. Of course, my response was no. I had Misha tell them to do it themselves if they wanted it so badly. They were angry for some reason. Of course they would be angry if you said that. And Misha delivering the message wouldn't help. I was angry too. All of a sudden they want so much. If they wanted a haunted house or a traditional style cafe or a trip to the beach or whatever other cliché thing, why didn't they try to organize it before? It was like they were taking advantage of me. I worked hard to organize the festivals. In return they came to me with, "That was nice, but can you do this now? How about this? It's what I really want." Shichan was wrong though. Right, they wanted to join the student council so they could make it happen. I made them feel jealous and riled them up. That can be kind of motivating too. The desire to do something great spreads, even if it's to show me up. They decided to take me on the challenge nonetheless. I'm impressed. For now. I would have to see how it plays out a little longer to know for sure. She snaps her finger suddenly, which sends Misha almost bolting out of her seat. I guess it's impossible to get used to. That's right, we were going to have a party to celebrate passing the reins to the new student council, right? Why not have that now? Or at least plan it now, and have it tomorrow. But they are not even in charge yet. That's the first thing you told them. It seems premature. Misha, what do you think? Well, I would take any chance to celebrate, right? I agree, it's too early, plus I don't think I could go anyway, sorry. In fact, I was going to leave right now. Why not? No comment. Come on, tell me. Okay. Way not to crack under pressure, Misha. That was funny. Reminds me of... I had a friend that there was a period where he asked me, "Hey, are you free now?" "No, I'm sorry." "What are you doing?" "Well, my stuff." I'm doing my stuff. Come on, tell me. No. And then I ghost him. I thought about it, and even if I didn't want to go, I would say yes. Usually. It's the kind of person I am. I should stop doing that. And that's a good place to start, I think. It's a celebration to say goodbye. I don't want it. Would be too sad. I want to do something else instead. Well, you should, celebrate your friendship, right? When you leave the school, we meet up again and celebrate that we are still friends, right? Were you really friends? Well, yes, of course. Come on. Even friends can have difficulties like in the Bad ending after all. Ah no, wait, you mean with the other friend? Yes, we are friends. It just acts a different person when we are online or when we are in real life. That's kinda an interesting case study. Where was it? Okay. Besides, I have other school things I have to do today. I can't drop them just like that. We can postpone it. No, no early goodbyes. She looks very firm. Are you going to go now, though? Oh, that's right. Okay, besides now, not early goodbyes, okay? I get it. Okay, later. And she disappears. With that, it's just Shizune and me, left alone in the student council room. And it got darker. Sunset slowly changes to night as we sit in silence, both searching for something to say. Would it really be that bad? Yeah, I didn't think about it like that, but Misha is right. Parties set a mood and it would be a sad one. A sad party doesn't sound like a whole lot of fun. Why would it be sad? Is it a trick question? I'm sure. Shizune's eyes pierce into mine, waiting for my answer with a detached, analytical stare that I haven't seen in a while, but feels familiar anyway. I consider my answer carefully, but also what it means for her to ask me. It could be that Shizune finds it depressing as well, or could be she doesn't understand why anyone would find it depressing. Both are plausible. I had a thought what when you graduate, that's it. It's going to be the end of the student council. I was wondering if you had the same idea. Don't be stupid, I look forward to it. I won't be a student anymore, so the expectations are going to be completely different. People's expectations of me and my expectations about everything else. It seems exciting. And for the student council, it should be in good enough hands. I don't have anything to be said about. I don't think you're being honest. You looked upset about having to give the student council up. Not even a few weeks ago. It wasn't about leaving it to a bunch of newbies. It was having to stop doing student council work at all. Unexpectedly, Shizune smiles. Yeah, you can't get mad at her when she starts smiling, right? So you're not disagreeing. Then doesn't make sense. Why would you want to have a party about it? I'm trying to get over it. Besides, goodbye celebrations are very important. People say the first step is the most crucial, but following it through and finishing cleanly are just as important, right? Maybe that's part of her personality, because they said when she completes something, she cleans it. When she completes it, it's erased, it's the new thing. She switches to the new thing. So it's a way for her to complete everything. So maybe it would be better if we didn't do it. So there is no final ending to the council work. I guess that is true. Anyway, I didn't consider it a goodbye, but it's still an event. You still have to go through the proper motions. Aren't you going to? To what? Kiss me, of course. Baka! Kiss me, Baka! Is that the proper motions? It would be normal, wouldn't it? The natural thing to do. It's time to act decisively. If I don't, I'm sure my heart will explode. I kiss her immediately, so quickly that I don't even have time to enjoy it. Even though she was prepared for it, Shizune blushes a deep red. I feel a familiar heat rising in my neck and cheeks. Sushi Baka! Kiss me now, Sushi Baka! Why there are fishes? No, wait, that's not a fish. That's how it's called. A polyp, octopus. Right. Why there was an octopus? With Katawa Shoujo icon in the corner. Exhausted, I lean back against the desk and try to regain my breath before putting my clothes back on. Before doing what? What did you do? What did you do? I know, it was a squid, not an octopus. Okay. Also, why an octopus? Ah, squid. What actually? Maybe it's a symbolism because they like, I don't know, I suppose they got naked, so they did something. Though, why the squid? I notice a dull hot throbbing in my chest as I button my shirt back up. Puts a bad aftertaste on everything that just happened. It was a lucky break that Misha couldn't be here, right? You're in an unusually joking mood today. I wonder what she has to do. Shizune traces the air lazily with a finger and points to the door. Go see for yourself. And Misha was watching them while they were doing it. And we discover Misha was a fan of NTR. No! Why don't you just tell me? It's more interesting if you see for yourself. Seeing is believing. Sure, clever, maybe I will. What about you? Are you going to stay here all day? It's getting late. Feels like my last day as a student council president. Maybe I sleep here tonight if it could be the last chance I have to sleep in my desk. Like after a long day trying to meet a deadline. That's weird. I sleep in my bed, thanks. Sitting up is a skill. A very useful one. Right, but I still prefer sleeping in my bed. For a moment after I leave the room, I actually consider seeing what Misha is up to. Just because Shizune made it sound so secretive. As if she were building a time machine or something. In the end, I decide not to. The night air is pleasant at this time of the year. It's refreshing and a little humid, but not so chilly as to make it uncomfortable. And so they mentioned the time machine, and now I can't stop thinking about how would be Steins Gate if it had those characters. Like Lukaku is definitely... I'm forgetting the names. Wait, it's wait, I'm forgetting a name. The crispy girl, the crispy burnt girl. Moeka can be Lily. Amy is definitely Suzuka. I wonder who is Kurizu. Maybe Shizune herself? Shizune herself could be Kurizu. Emi could be Mayushi. Do we have a last one? Ah yeah, Faris. Who is the most... well, yeah, Misha fits perfectly in the Faris. Well, not perfectly, but better than the others. We found the cast. Great. The night air is pleasant at this time of the year. It's refreshing and a little humid, but not so chilly as to make it uncomfortable to stay outside for a while. It's late enough for the country yard to be all but deserted too. After Shizune and I said our farewells, I'd set out to return to my dormitory. I didn't even make it all the way there though before getting distracted. It doesn't seem like a bad idea to go see what Misha is up to. I have nothing better to do. No homework, I'm out of anything worth reading. On top of that, I simply want to know. This isn't my first time being in the main building after hours, but usually it's as I'm leaving the place with Shizune and Misha after a long day, not entering alone. The atmosphere is quiet. It's a little creepy. A light flickers up ahead. This seems like a horror movie moment waiting to happen. Feeling a hand on my shoulder, I stiffen reflexively. Oh, I'm dead. It's no Misha, or else there would be a hand clamped over my eyes and a sing-song, "Guess who?" accompanying them. Who is it? I hope it's not Kenji, or at least that it's something I know, or this will take a turn for the weird. Ah, still here, okay. Do you believe in ghosts? Oof, we are safe. Right, that white hand in your shoulder isn't real. Wait, is that a Omori reference, maybe? What are you doing here? I'm so relieved I forgot to sign it. Shizune puts a finger up her lips. Oh wait, Pokemon? I don't remember where. I guess even though she can't hear, she has some idea what loudness is. At the kid in Lavender Town? Did someone say that in Lavender Town? I have vague memories of it. It's a long time I don't play Leaf Green. Maybe for the next Nostalgia Month. Every Nostalgia Month I play a game I played when I was a teenager or even younger. And could be Pokemon Leaf Green. But with waifu mod. Waifu mod. Because why not? Okay. Good way to replay an old game, right? Then, why is Misha an interpreter? Very funny, why are you here? I was waiting for you to come see. I knew you would show up. It took you a while though. You've been waiting here? Yeah. That isn't important, we have to be stealthy if we don't want Misha to detect us. Tell me if I'm not being stealthy enough, okay? With that, Shizune starts slowly tiptoeing to the middle of the hall. I pat her on the shoulder to get her attention. That's not stealthy. Why do we even have to be stealthy? She refuses to answer. Probably because signing and walking stealthily at the same time doesn't look easy. Before I know it, we are in front of our homeroom. Suddenly, a sound like the crack of a whip pierces the air, followed by a familiar expression of frustration. I'm sure a sound like that isn't good for my heart. Not to mention, everything sounds about 1,000,000 times louder with how silent it is. It's coming from inside the room. Huh? What's Moto doing at this hour? Can you stop throwing your pencil, please? How do you even throw a pencil that loudly? He looks very flustered. What an understatement. I sympathize with Mutu. I was able to hear Misha's pen break the sound barrier even through a wall. It probably blew out his eardrums and left an imprint on the wall. Oh, that's a good transition. Also, that's definitely not me. Come on, this is a different style for Misha. I'm not throwing it. When I get nervous, I like to spin it around, but then I forget I'm holding on to it and... Doesn't matter. Either way, there shouldn't be pencils flying around. I get enough on that during regular school hours. I don't need it after hours. Alright, sorry. Whatever, stop throwing or releasing or dropping things. Please, teachers have work too. Misha with stickman arms and huge thighs. Oh, that's right, the arm is pretty thin here. And the thighs, well, she's Misha. I'm pretty sure she has the biggest thighs of everyone. She skipped arm day because she was doing a leg day, of course. I noticed Shizune watching the same scene I am. Moto is yelling at the top of his lungs and Misha is being Misha. I can hear them reasonably well through the door, but Shizune obviously can't. So I wonder what watching this is like for her. She must know, since she understands well enough to want to see it too. But I have to wonder if she even feels like she's missing out on something. Looks like she's taking supplementary lessons, right? Yeah. I answer, despite knowing the question is completely rhetorical. Misha told me she really wants to be a sign language teacher in the future. If she can get a recommendation, she can study overseas. This is why she is working so hard. Her grades were always kind of on the low side. Now I feel guilty. I haven't thought about what I'm doing to do next. Neither have I. Did you consider doing the dictator? The cheerful way that she signs is very unlike her. It's obviously false. Let's get out of here. We don't want to be seen. Would be a problem if we were caught standing out here like idiots. Where? The student council room? Shaking her head, she slips into the classroom across the hall instead. Great hiding place. Did you consider taking over a country? I think she can manage it if she thinks hard enough. You're unusually sarcastic lately. With the door closed, it's a good one. Anyway, wasn't it interesting? Yeah, but I'm not surprised. Only as a hobby though. What she's doing as a main job then. I closed the door behind us, prompting Shizune to laugh soundlessly as she slides into a chair. For a second it depressed me. I want to hear a real laugh. I've been looking down on Misha. I didn't think she had a goal at all, but it turns out I was wrong. I made a careless assumption. I thought Misha was as aimless as I was. I was stupid, I lost. Shizune pauses to crack her knuckles, then folds her hand over each other. In the abnormal quiet of the building, I can hear Muto yelling at Misha again. Shizune's eyes are locked on mine. I'm blinking behind the gleaming lenses of her glasses, observing my reaction to her words. This is a test. Her opinion of people is rarely formed from how they respond to questions. It's how they respond to statements that counts. In hindsight, makes sense. Shizune's inability to speak, as well as just her personality in general, means that anything she says is a big commitment on her part. Everything. For that reason, I sometimes doubt she says anything without a hidden agenda behind it. Oh, again, this music. I said it more than once, but it reminds me of Doki Doki. That sounds remarkably paranoid. Even Kenji would think so. Unfortunately, I'm so caught up in thinking about it that I forget to give her an answer. She takes it as there not being one. There was an invisible time limit to this test, shorter than usual. Just as I thought. Huh? You don't agree? Wait, what was she asking? That Misha was aimless as I was, okay. No, it's not that, I don't get it. I want to force my will on people. What out of context this one. How refreshingly honest. Don't give me a weird look like that. It's not like that was always my intention. At first I was bored. I wanted to see someone passion for something. Then I could try to beat them. I wanted to test their ability or their conviction. But it was impossible. No one has any passion for anything in this school. They just want to keep it to themselves. Calm down, Shizune. It's too late. She's taking over the world. I can't believe it. It's too boring that way. I thought there was no way those drab people could be for real. It goes beyond not wanting to make waves. They had to have some interest. They had to be hiding something. I wanted to expose it and reveal it and drag it out. One of the most successful way to get people to open up and cheer them up is to open up with a story about yourself, and then use them into telling you about themselves. It's like give and take with an element of manipulation, which makes it interesting. Of course, manipulation, Shizune. I can't do that. If I attempt to have Misha talk about me, for me, makes me seem arrogant. The message has to go through a messenger. I'm standing next to Misha, telling her to tell something about me. You don't have to be able to read sign language to see that. If I were forced to sit through that, I would think I was arrogant too. I was frustrated. I couldn't figure out a way to have a conversation with anyone but Misha. No one would open up to me. I came to the conclusion I can't make people confide in me or believe in me. I can only hope to create things and show them to people and hope they make them happy. Or I could be more forceful and hope it would stick to someone. I guess that would be me. Feels vaguely depressing. Somewhere along the line, I think I started to ignore Misha, or see her as less of a person, or something like that. I took her for granted. I think would be the best way to put it. It was like she was just an extension of myself. I forgot the whole time Misha was here, opening up to me, and giving 100% every day. I missed what I was looking for because it was in plain sight. How stupid of me. I did become arrogant. That's why I lost. It's more short-sighted than I was back then. I went in reverse. And let's interrupt this moment, this heartfelt moment, for waifus! We have a waifu Russian roulette. Let's go. Screen, okay. And finger crossed. Let's see. Futaba again. Okay, we can skip this one. Wait, that's Lysitia and who is the other one? Well, we can skip even this one. We can have a free third one. But who is that? Maybe it's the archer from the other. It's the male archer. I don't know, honestly. No, wait, maybe that's a girl, right? Like the archer woman, the teacher. Well, third one. Oh no! Well, we got Yanfei again. Same combo, right? We got Lysitia, Futaba, and Yanfei. Nothing new. Nothing. Well, that's what you wanted. Don't clip that, please. Will be a secret between all of us. I might want to return to the story. Time for another clip. No. No clip. It's a secret for everyone. It will be between everyone here. No more. She's pacing back and forth now, almost brooding. Yet still brooding. Oh wait, I didn't remove the... Okay. Engaged in deep thought about something. Okay. Yet still filled with so much energy that she can't stand to stop moving. If you got her to hold two wires, I'm sure Shizune could power a light bulb. It's odd I could have such a light-hearted thought while she's being so serious. And in spite of that, Misha tells me that I'm her inspiration. Isn't that ridiculous? I'm not the kind of person who can inspire others. Even if a person who inspires you is flawed, it can be acceptable. I thought about this. There is even acceptable hypocrisy. If your hero was an athlete, but unsportsmanlike, they could still be respected for their athletic ability, even if they had shortcomings as a person. However, she snaps her finger briskly. Sounds like a thunderclap in the empty room. This is the most she has ever signed. If someone like me has no goals, it would be totally unacceptable. It would be the worst kind of hypocrisy. And hypocrites don't deserve responsibility over anything. They can't even manage themselves. How pessimistic. Makes me angry to think about it. I would hate myself just a few months ago. This must be how I looked to others. Funny enough, Shizune and Misha would convince me to stop. Without them, I'm sure things would be much different, and not for the better. Lately, I feel as though we passed around our miseries as much as we're supported by each other. But I think it just comes with the territory of having friends and being close to someone. I shared it, no. It was just another Yanfei picture, come on. Still Yanfei from Genshin Impact. Honestly, again, I forgot that Yanfei picture was there. You're the leader anyway. This is only because no one else wants to be. But that means you still are, since people are putting their trust in you anyway. Doesn't it make it more important? You're the leader. You're the inspirational figure, or whatever you want to call it. You're responsible for what you tame. You didn't miss much. What do you mean much? It was Yanfei! It was Yanfei! You know how hard it is to find spicy pictures of Yanfei. Everyone draws, oh yeah, the new 5-star character, yeah, let's draw 5-star character, let's draw Ganyu again, yeah, let's draw Ahutao again, let's draw Venti again, and the poor Yanfei left alone all this time, come on. I see, oh no, not, come on. Sure. I read that in a book somewhere. That's clever. Shizune only seems to show what she's feeling on her face when she wants to, but I don't think she's being sarcastic. I probably seen more than I should have seen, but I've seen regardless. Wait, of Yanfei, you mean? On my stream, I suppose, right? I don't want to tame anyone though. Are you sure? Remember when you bound me to a chair? Being the leader and being looked up to then, same thing. I never wanted to be the leader, just ends up that way. I don't believe that. All you do is try to grab more and more responsibility. Wait, I wasn't going to tell you that I don't enjoy it. I don't care about being the leader, but I don't mind. I don't care about being the best, but I don't mind. You're right though, about me wanting responsibility. Of course I want more responsibility. Makes me feel alive. That's why I joined the student council. If there is no pressure, I can't stand it. Even so, now I'm the leader. I wonder in the job, how it's called? When she's trying to get a job and they ask her, do you work well under pressure? And she says, oh, I need to work under pressure. Which, it's another story, it's a pretty awful question to make. Even so, I'm the leader. I always thought being the leader means you give orders, but it's more. It's about having a goal. If I don't have one, it's pointless. People would only follow me for my enjoyment. It's a strangely moral viewpoint for a person who seems to love one-upping others so much. Resting her chin on her tented finger, Shizune looks disarmingly childish as she thinks hard about her problem. The expression on her face is a little comical, because it's too obvious. It comes with the job. I think you'd have to be a leader. You wouldn't be satisfied with anything else. Shizune doesn't reply, but from her annoyed expression, I think I guessed correctly. I've been thinking that I need a little direction too. Were you told that it's important to contribute to society? Why should I contribute to society if society is not contributing to me? By, like, paying taxes is not enough to contribute to society? Can you work under pressure? Shizune, can you work while not under pressure? It's a lot out of nowhere that I don't know how to respond. It bothers me. I don't know why. Maybe because it doesn't seem something that would come from her. Maybe that isn't Shizune's fault at all. Who told her that? Probably her dad. But there's a chance she came up with it on her own. If so, would it be because she can't hear? Why did you say that? Can you work while being walked on? What question is that? No, because it would be way too much distracting. Just because? I don't believe it. I guess that's right, though. I see. I don't know if it's the same for me, I hate it. I think everyone wants a purpose. Makes sense that Shizune doesn't have one. All that energy would otherwise have been directed at something. Since she has nothing to channel it towards, Shizune lashed out in all directions. Reminds me of a down power line flailing in a storm. Furious and incandescent, but aimless and dangerous. Like Shizune. I want to say that this is why she feels the need to turn everything into a competition, but that's how she is. Having a goal to put energy towards is the next level. How about this? I could go into business. My families were connected. That comes off sounding a little unethical and nepotistic, right? A little. I won't coast though. I work hard until I'm at the very apex. At the pinnacle. When I have as much money as possible, so much it will be like I won't know what to do with it, I'll move to the next step. So yeah, she wants to be a dictator, right? After sitting on it a while, of course, like a fairy tale dragon. You want to be a philanthropist. A philanthropist. Huh? What are you thinking? That I want to be a miser? It's part of the plan. Don't sell me short and stop there though. Shizune looks uneasy. Of course, even if she did seem to resolve her problem quickly, no one can get over her anxieties that fast. No one can solve their problem that easily. The important thing is, looks as though she has her heart set on trying. It's still hard to tell whether the tribe of hers comes from a good or bad place. She has something to hold on to now. I'm happy for her, but I feel cold. I'm the one who's behind. Now I'm the one without a goal. Wow, that was an important scene. And a little too long, but felt very important. That's the right moment to stop. Do I have the... Wait, I have the data bank, so... Because I still... Oh, wait, do I have it? No. Never mind. Okay, I don't have the code to check who I need to raid, so... We just do it our way. Let's see, do we have someone to raid today? We can try Varidetta? Hoping it works. How many people? Where is the raid power? Give me raid power, give me the energy, give me your energy. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, then thanks a lot for coming by. Let me see if I can check chat. Okay. We will be continuing next week. We are hopefully close to finishing it. We may be in the right direction for the true ending, I don't know. I will try to work on the chat, on the avatars here. I'm still getting used to the new computer. And thanks a lot for coming by. I completed my game in a week, so now we can do the streams as usual. Thanks again for coming by, and we'll see ya whenever happens.